Good morning, dear friends, and happy Sunday to you, and welcome to Unity of Kern County on this 23rd day of August 2020. I'm Reverend Chuck, and today we continue our series of our spiritual 12 powers of faith and love, strength, judgment, power, understanding, imagination, will, order, enthusiasm, release, and of course, life. And if you have any questions at any time about what we discussed during these lessons, please feel free to contact me through Messenger on Facebook or through the email at revchuckunity@yahoo.com. That's revchuckunity@yahoo.com. And today we continue our spiritual journey of looking at our spiritual power of release, part 2. And as I stated in last week's lesson, our spiritual power of release allows us to free ourselves from anything that may hold us in bondage to any addiction or behaviors, thoughts or beliefs that are ego-driven, and because of that, cause us to deny the presence of God in any negative situation, circumstance, or experience that we find ourselves engaged in. As we practice our spiritual power of release, it's good to remember this statement by Jesus: you cannot serve two masters. So if you allow ego to control your thoughts and feelings about anything that is going on in your life, how is that going to bring you peace of mind or serenity of heart or even calmness of spirit? Because ego, as we know, is a master of bullying. It's a master of dictatorship as it holds us in its grasp. Is that the master you wish to honor, to follow? Of course not. Who would be and allow themselves to be subjugated to that kind of life? You know, Jesus told us that he came so that we may have life and have it abundantly. So wouldn't you rather follow the Christ within you, that hope of glory, to be your kind of master? So when you're faced with situations or circumstances and experiences that test your faith, that you're able to move through that and see the positive aspects and opportunities that await you so that you can say, get behind me, ego, because Spirit's in charge here. Using your power of release with the power of Spirit as your guide, nothing will ever seem impossible to you as you affirm, I let go and let God be God in me. Well, the late Mary Cufferly, a fellow Unity minister, shared her understanding of letting go and letting God be God in our lives and in our affairs. She writes, and I quote, if you are anxious or tense or concerned about anything in your life, dear friend, begin to relax now. Let go and let God fill your need. No matter what seems to be missing from your life, be it a much-loved person, a special place, or an activity of great value, or a feeling of well-being, know that God is with you right now, filling your need. Take a deep breath. Release it slowly, telling yourself, I let go. I let God fill my need. Accept the reality that God's wisdom is ever present and available, ready to fill your need with understanding and light and life. Let God fill every void, every emptiness that seems to separate you from the desires of your heart. Affirm, I let go. Let God fill every need. God's light and substance in the activity will move in you, through you, as you let go. God's creative process is awaiting your acceptance of its productivity and its healing action. Let your thoughts be lifted up. Let the presence of God dissolve any fears, any doubts, and remove any unbelief that ego has placed there. Let go and let God within you do the work. Begin now to relax, she says, from the strain and effort of questioning, planning, and reasoning. Take a few moments throughout the day to calm your thinking and place all your attention upon these words. I let go, I let God fill every need. And in doing so, she says, immediately you'll experience visible and tangible benefits. inside and out. You will feel renewed with strength and faith and courage. Your prayers will be more effective, and your understanding of the presence of God within you will be so much clearer. You will find that God's love takes care of what you cannot accomplish. As you let go, let God be freely and abundantly helpful in filling your every need. God always provides knowledge and guidance, understanding and faith, healing, supply, or anything else that you might need. Whatever your experiences may be, you have what it takes at this very moment, an opportunity to let go of your personal striving and let God move in you and through you to fill every need. Now she says, although it may sometimes seem you are separated from that which has been your greatest avenue of comfort or security or supply, just remember, God always fills your need. No matter how great the gulf seems to be between you and the solution to your deepest desire, you can trust God. Tell yourself again and again, as often as you need to, I let go and let God fill my every need. So as you let go and trust God, everything is transformed. Yes, everything into a blessing. God continually makes the dark places light, the rough places smooth, the crooked places straight, and the empty places full of loving kindness and abundance of all joy. So let go. Let God fill your every need. Let the creative process of God begin now to fill every point of your life that touches you with divine love and healing power. For God is ready to do what you cannot do yourself. So let go and let God fill your every need. Something to think about, hey? You know, someone once said that in order to receive, we must first allow ourselves to open our hand and let go of whatever we're holding on to. So using your power of release is a process of opening up to new ideas, or opening the mind and soul and letting ego go, letting that pain and suffering go, and allow yourself to feel the essence of God, to bring new ways of thinking and living so that your life is filled with all that is good. You know, in Matthew 9:17, Jesus uses a parable, in fact, of how to let go of old ideas and concepts and beliefs so that you can free yourself from ego's attempt to hold on to you and destroy you. It reads, "No one pours new wine into used wineskins, for the skins will burst, and the wine will be poured out, and the skins ruined. Instead, new wine is put into new wineskins, so that both can be preserved." In both these parables of the two masters and the wineskins, Jesus is telling us that we can't hold on to outdated beliefs that cause us pain and suffering because they will destroy us. Instead, we need to hold on to new ideas that will help bring new positive experiences into our life and affairs. We must choose ego and allow it to get behind spirit so that it can help us rid ego's sense of belief and behaviors that no longer serve us. By releasing all the negative beliefs and ideas and concepts and behaviors, we are able to put our Christ-centered beliefs, ideas, concepts into new wineskins. David and Gay Williamson, in their work, The 12 Powers in You, also give us insight into the parable of the wineskin. And they write, and I quote, "Jesus likens the wineskin to the mind and heart that is hard, rigid, and inflexible. When we are fixed in our own ways of thinking," they say, "new ideas, new ways of thinking and solving problems, or new paradigms of living just literally blow our minds." Jesus was certainly experienced with this kind of resistance as he introduced new ideas and new concepts or relationships with God, as he did healings on the Sabbath, claimed we were gods, and that we had a right to our personal relationship with God our Father, as he stated in Our Father who art in heaven, or it is your Father's good pleasure, or your Father knows your needs before you even ask. Well, the religious leaders of his day cried out for his death for saying these things, for they said they were dangerous, that he was a traitor, he was a heretic, and he blasphemed against the Mosaic law that they followed. At times he was even run out of town because of his teachings, and he was eventually arrested and tried on those charges. So why is it so hard for some to release and let go of rigid or fixed states of mind, negative tapes and negative attitudes and superstitions, addictive behaviors that mess up people's lives with pain and suffering? It's because we all have a Pharisee within us, a Pharisee that hates any change, anything that challenges, anything new that will disrupt their old beliefs, even if those beliefs continue to cause pain and suffering. It's ego saying, hey, why change? After all, you know this pain and suffering. It's been your friend for so long. Why change it? Well, here are a few ways in which the ego in us challenges us as we try to put new wine into old wineskins, and we find out it just really doesn't work. Number one, I've always done it this way, and I'm too old to change now. Number two, the way I learned how to do things at home when I was growing up is the only way it must be done. I don't care about learning new ways. 3, I was told marriage was forever and divorce is a sin. I will have to endure the pain and suffering to please God. 4, I have no patience and little regard for those who do not think or believe like I do. 5, my religion is the only true religion, and science evidence has no place in what I believe. 6, people that have addictions are lazy and no good. They're a drain on our society. Helping them is a waste of time and my money. 7, I was taught never to believe in what doctors say. They only want to keep you sick and take your money. Prayer is the only way to stay healthy. 8, the Bible said God gave us dominion over the world, so I can take what I want and do what I want with it. 9, I don't have to change. If people don't like what I have to say or what I do or who I am, it's their problem. They can deal with it. And 10, I'm not going to change for you. You've got to change for me, or I'm out of here. And we can go on and on and on. I know that over the past 70 plus years that I've been on this planet, I've run into people like this who have that mindset, okay, that their old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Well, we all get to choose who our master is going to be, where we put our new wine, our new ideas, our new concepts of belief. So in summary, they tell us the new wine in Jesus' parable is that we get to receive a newness of life, a renewal of relationships, greater health, greater prosperity, and a new way of looking at things that bring us joy in our life and in our affairs. So as we let go, as we let those limiting states of mind out of our consciousness, we put the new wine into new ways of thinking, our new wineskins. And this is what Paul had to say as he talked to the Romans. If you are to be made new, you must first be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And so, friends, that's what we're going to talk about next week as I complete our 12 Spiritual Powers series with our spiritual power of life. So please join me as we learn how to renew our minds so that we can transform our lives, not by adding years to our life, but by adding life to our years. So please join me. And in closing, I thank all of you who follow me on Facebook or YouTube and for the financial support that keeps this ministry active. So until next Sunday, please have a great week, and remember to be good yourself and good to others. God bless you, dear friends.